Jemi rikthyer me pjesën e dytë të Ekspresit. Për gjatë këtyre minutave do kemi bisedën qendrore në studio dhe materiale të përgatitura në terren nga gazetarët e Ekspresit. Ju, miq të dashur, mos harroni të na përcjellni në faqen tonë zyrtare në Facebook dhe Instagram ekspres.koha-vision dhe po ashtu në portalin koha.net. Në vazhdim do të shohim një kronik të përgatitur nga Argjira. Jo rallëherë kemi parë dëgjuar që të huajt ndërkombëtarët po vinë në Kosovë për të jetuar, për të punuar ndoshta pak dhe po mbesin se çka po i tërheq në këtë Kosovën tonë të vogël me ekonomi të jo të zhvilluar mirë dhe me situatë politike të tensionuar. Ta shohim në storjen në vazhdim, kësaj radhe na vjen një suedeze e cila ka ardhur këtu të punojë për 3 muaj, mirë po ka mbetur në Kosovë. Ajo tash po e promovon Kosovën në rrjetet sociale dhe në intervistën e saj për Ekspresin do të kuptojmë se cila është kauza e saj.
All right, guys, it's Friday morning/lunch, and I'm just recording a little message because I'm feeling some vibe today. I'm on the top of Sunny Hill where I live. There is this beautiful mosque.
Ajo nuk njihet vetëm si një bjonde huaj karakteristike që gjatë tërë kohës flet për Kosovën. Gjithmonë e buzëqeshur dhe pozitive, Mirja tashmë është bërë personazh i njohur në rrjetet sociale.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 4 p.m. I am on my way.
Gazetarja suedeze ka zgjedhur Kosovën për të punuar e për të jetuar.
People here have so much love for their country and where they come from. I go to a restaurant and we go and have dinner and there is someone performing, singing a song, and after 2 drinks, the whole table is standing up and singing and dancing and with the napkins. And I mean, you don't see that in Sweden. And you don't see on a rally, like for example on Albin Kurtis rally, there was people standing on a huge statue, waving flags. I mean, we are not that expressive in Sweden. So we don't have that sort of tradition, and we also don't know so much about our culture and our history because we are not a nationalistic country at all. So if you ask people why we celebrate the Swedish National Day, I would guess like 80% have no idea why.
Përveç argëtuese e informuese, videot e Mirjas kanë ngritur pyetje e kanë zgjuar kurrështjen e ndjekësve të saj rreth Prishtinës dhe jetës në Kosovë.
Actually, it's my New Year's resolution to do more videos, both because that's what social media and the internet is evolving to. Everything is becoming video, and video is reaching out in a totally different way than a text, especially also since I write in English and I have Swedish readers. If it's too much text, you know, not everyone is a reader like that, especially if it's your second language. So I try to complement the writing with some videos, and so I'm filming a lot, so I have for my documentary and just to people, because people really like, I have followers from all over the world and they are so curious about Pristina and Kosovo. Even when I was home in Sweden to do a surgery of my arm, when I was laying down on the operation table, the doctors were interviewing me about Kosovo. What is Kosovo like now, and when was the war, and how are people, and why do you like it there, and why do you live there?
Gjithmonë me një mision të caktuar, Mirja ka lëvizur nga vendi në vend. Në kërkim të satisfaksionit profesional dhe vendi që ka nevojë për të, ajo ka ndërruar shtete e profesione. Dikur artiste e muzikante, ajo sot njihet për luftën e saj për barazi gjinore. Por çfarë solli Mirja në Kosovë nga Korea Jugore, ku gëzonte reputacion si këngëtare e tekstshkruese.
So you just mentioned South Korea. Can you tell us more about your journey there?
Yeah, that was a very interesting time. Before that, I lived in New York, and I wrote K-pop, which is a popular music in not just in Korea, but in Asia.
Yeah, it is.
So I was feeling a bit weird working in studios in New Jersey and for the other side of the world. So I decided to move to South Korea and to be based in Seoul and to study the language. And so I studied at university. I learned Korean, so I speak basic Korean language, which is a bit odd. And during my time there, I performed as an artist on different clubs with my own music, and I also wrote for TV and for artists as a songwriter. Yeah.
Why did you decide to go with journalism?
Because I've always been a storyteller, and I've always wanted to work with peace and the human rights.
Okay.
And I also tried to do that as an artist, but eventually I just felt like I need to shift and I need to focus more on writing and on creating my own video material as a freelancer. I was a pop artist, but I was also a jazz musician, which was like performing for like two people in an old pub, and then I turned pop singer and I had more fans, but I still felt quite limited. I felt like my work with the human rights, that cause was so much bigger to
more
contribute.
Fulfilling, maybe.
More fulfilling, definitely, and then to be just an artist. I'm still an artist, and I use that in everything I do. So.
You mentioned that you actually speak Korean,
Mm-hmm.
but during your stay here, have you managed to learn maybe a few words in Albanian? Or do you think that it's hard or something?
Oh, I think Albanian is a very difficult language. I know to say te dua.
Okay. We know the basics.
Yeah, and I know some other stuff, but I'm not allowed to say it on TV.
Okay.
My friends have said, don't say that. Yeah.
The dua is enough.
Enough, yeah, enough.
You're here, you came in Kosovo, and you decided to stay. When I first called you on the phone, you said that no, I didn't come in Kosovo. I actually live here.
Exactly. I'm a Pregoidilet girl.
Yeah, we are neighbors.
Yeah.
So, dear neighbor,
Yeah.
tell us why Kosovo and what made you stay here?
So I got this opportunity through SIDA, basically the Swedish embassy. I had some connections, and I was looking for places to go in Eastern Europe and Middle East and the Balkans, and this opportunity came. And so I've been at the Innovation Center Kosovo and doing some filming for them, some video producing, and so now I was starting with a 3-month period because I did not know if I was going to like Kosovo and how was Kosovo going to be, but after just a few weeks I decided to stay. So now I live here and I really like it, and yeah, I think it's very interesting in so many ways.
So during your stay here, you'll be more focused on women's rights and the work equality. Why?
Because I think when it comes to the lack of gender equality, like in not just Kosovo but the entire world, we have the biggest problem is that women have very little money and influence and power, or one of the problems is that. So it's difficult to leave an abusive relationship, for example. It's difficult as a woman to start your own business. Maybe you are divorced, and often the men inherit the properties, as I'm sure you know, and it's very difficult. Women are struggling in Sweden too, and in many other places, but there are many things to work on here, and I think it's very interesting, and that's why I'm doing an event to try to raise awareness and to bring the experts that I've been interviewing for 2 months, because that was what I did. The first thing I did in Kosovo was to make interviews for 2 months.
Përmes ngjarjes që do ta organizoj, Mirja ka për qëllim të hap diskutim dhe të adresoj çështje rreth barazisë gjinore në fuqinë punëtore. E emërtuar Barazi në punë, kjo ngjarje do të mbahet më 28 janar në hotelin Sirius. Ajo po ashtu planifikon që të gjithë punën e saj të përmbledh në një dokumentar.
I had a lot of problems, but
The biggest challenge I have for this year is to film a documentary. I want to go all over Kosovo. I want to go to the countryside. I want to go to Dragaš, Mitrovica, and all over. And I want to interview people, and I want to shoot and show that Kosovo is not just Pristina with Swiss Diamond and Soma and all the nice places, but it's people are struggling, and there is not running water everywhere, and in a lot of places women don't even leave the house without a male escort, and when I tell this to people, some people think I'm making it up, but and I find that as a sort of a receipt or a proof of a lot of people in Pristina. They live a little bit like in a bubble, and not everyone, I'm sure a lot of people know a lot, but not everyone knows really how women are suffering in the countryside, in the villages. My friend was doing an event where she was taking together a lot of women in Dragaš to a coffee, not a cafe, but a restaurant, and they were middle-aged and they were married, and it was the first time in their life that they actually met outside the home in a public place to drink coffee together. So that says a lot, I think.
Përveç preokupimit të saj me barazinë gjinore dhe gratë kosovare, Mirja gjen kohë edhe për të shijuar ato që ofron Prishtina.
Gjatë bisedës, Mirja ka përmend lokalin Soma si një ndër vendet e saj të preferuara në Prishtinë. So Mirja, what's about Soma that you like this much?
I like the decoration, the ambience, the lights. In some restaurants here in Pristina, the light is quite bright and white. And I like the yellow lights, the dimmed down. And the food is great. I really like the food. And this is also a place where I meet my friends, my international friends. We come here and, it's a gathering place. Okay. So I like it.
Interesat dhe pëlqimet e Mirjas përfshin gjithçka artistike, e në Kosovë ajo I gjen të gjitha. Meqense se gjatë shkollimit të mesëm ka studiuar muzikën ballkanike, ajo vlerëson shumë lart muzikën e mirëfillt shqipe. Dëshira e saj është edhe njoftimi me literaturën shqiptare, e sidomos me librat e Kadares.
I like it here a lot. If you haven't been to Kosovo yet, please come and visit. The nature is beautiful. There is hiking in the mountains. The food is great. The prices are good, and the people are the best. The people are lovely. So come and visit Kosovo.